That's how they train police in the U.S.
That's how they train police. That's how they train them. That's how they train. They see Palestinian civilians as second class people. They see them that way. It's not. It's when you see like an Israeli police officer just beating the shit out of a woman in broad daylight in the middle of the street, while her kids are clinging onto her clothes, trying to rescue her from police officers, just beating the heck out of her. And mind you, one woman versus 4 to 5 police officers just wailing on her. All right. And you just look at that and you're like, well, isn't that disproportionate, right? And you take a look at the Israeli police's behavior, and you see that their behavior itself is so violent, even towards little children. Bro, the little kids that throw rocks at them because a bunch of Israeli police officers barge into their home, cut down their olive trees, beat their family members to a pulp, and then not only that, taking one as prisoner, and they start throwing rocks as a retaliation. They're obviously upset about that, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you if that crap happened to you? And they start retaliating, and guess what? They get shot at for throwing rocks. So you see their behavior is very abnormal, very violent towards Palestinian people, and I've never seen them mishandle Israeli people. I've never seen that. I've never seen. Look at that. Find me a video. I've never seen an Israeli person being mishandled by an Israeli police officer. Find me one.
Right.
Find me a video like that, and I'll prove myself
it's
wrong.
kind of the same thing in the U.S. when we're talking about black and white people, ethnic minorities.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to get to. You're very correct. It's intersectionality, or rather the idea that these human rights issues are faced by peoples all over the world. And this is one example, but I think I want to add a bit of optimism to those of you who are protesting out there, fighting the good fight, so to speak. Every movement that has been successfully pulled off has had a large protest, has had a trickle down effect of getting members from the previous protests. You know, like there was the crimes against Asian people. There was of course the huge Black Lives Matter movement. All of those fights are a same fight, and all those peoples will join you in your march for your own fight. So I think realizing that we're all interconnected and fighting for our freedoms and our rights for everyone unites and gives you strength. So I think
sorry about that, Phil. I just wanted to add to your point, and I wanted to say that those people who are angry at others for not saying anything or reacting or speaking upon it, some people fight their own fights, and not everyone is going to take up arms, even if the cause is just, even if the cause is right. Not everyone's going to rally to that, and people need to understand that you can't convince a wall to move. You can't do that. You can't force somebody to fight a fight that you believe in. You fight the fight that you believe in. That's the moral of the story. At the end of the day, if you can inspire someone to fight with you, that's even greater, because you convince them to fight with you.
Agreed.
Instead of like smashing in their face, I'm like, look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. You need to educate people, give them the correct information, so that after that they like think critically of what's going on. And 90% of the cases, you'll be surprised that they'll take the same side as you, as long as you present them with correct information. That's it.